What if I told you that the key to maintaining your health, energy, and performance as a man after 30 might not be about hitting the gym harder, taking expensive supplements, or obsessing over testosterone? What if the secret is something far simpler, something you might have overlooked entirely? The truth is, most men over 30 are unknowingly depriving their bodies of a single vitamin, a vitamin so powerful that correcting even a small deficiency can transform your energy levels, mental clarity, hormone balance, and even your sexual health. This isn't hype, it's science-backed reality, and it's exactly what thousands of men have been missing. I'm Dr. Laura, and I've spent over 3 decades helping men reclaim their vitality. I've guided countless men through their 30s, 40s, and beyond to discover the subtle yet powerful changes their bodies undergo when key nutrients are missing. Too often, men blame age, stress, or lifestyle habits for the way they feel, but the root cause can be surprisingly simple. When I sit with men in my clinic, many come in exhausted, frustrated, or embarrassed, unsure why their energy is fading, why their workouts aren't as effective, or why their sexual performance isn't what it used to be. The story is almost always the same. Something within the body has shifted, quietly and silently, and most men have no idea how to correct it. This vitamin, which I'm about to introduce, is one of those hidden keys. It's not just another supplement. It's a fundamental building block for your entire system, supporting blood flow, hormone production, brain health, and cellular repair. And the best part? It's completely natural, widely available, and safe to incorporate into your daily routine. Men who correct their levels often notice changes within weeks, changes that go beyond the superficial and deeply impact how they feel, think, and perform. Consider the difference between a car running on suboptimal fuel versus premium, high-quality fuel. The difference is subtle at first, a slight hesitation, a minor drop in efficiency, but over time, the car's performance, longevity, and responsiveness dramatically diverge. The same principle applies to the human body. When key vitamins are insufficient, your systems may still function, but at a fraction of their potential. Fatigue creeps in, focus wanes, libido diminishes, and recovery slows. Correct the deficiency, and suddenly everything runs smoother. Energy is steadier, workouts feel easier, sexual performance improves, and even mental clarity sharpens. Now, I want you to picture this. You're in your early 30s, your career is demanding, life is busy, and your body is subtly changing. Maybe you notice that your stamina at the gym isn't what it used to be. Maybe you feel more irritable or less motivated. Maybe intimacy feels like it's slipping into the background. You might blame stress, long hours, or a lack of sleep, but the truth could be something much simpler. It could be the absence of this single vitamin quietly shaping your health, energy, and resilience from the inside out. Before we dive into the specifics of the vitamin itself, let's take a closer look at why men over 30 are particularly vulnerable to these subtle deficiencies. Around this age, the body starts undergoing changes that are easy to miss, but have profound long-term effects. Hormone levels begin to fluctuate, cellular repair slows, metabolism gradually decreases, and even the cardiovascular system experiences micro-changes that reduce efficiency. While these changes are normal, they don't have to dictate the way you feel or perform. With the right nutrients, many of these processes can be supported and even enhanced. This is where understanding the right vitamin becomes a game changer. One of the reasons this vitamin is so overlooked is because it's not often marketed directly toward men. You won't see flashy commercials targeting male vitality with this nutrient, even though research shows it plays a crucial role in testosterone production, blood flow, energy metabolism, and neurological function. That's exactly why men are missing it. They simply don't know how vital it is. And the results are clear. Men who discover this vitamin and supplement or adjust their diet accordingly often experience sharper mental focus, higher energy, improved mood, stronger stamina in the gym, and yes, more reliable sexual performance. Let's talk blood flow for a moment. If you've noticed decreased endurance, slow recovery, or difficulty achieving and maintaining erections, your circulatory system is likely involved. Blood flow is the cornerstone of vitality, and this vitamin has a direct influence on it. By supporting nitric oxide production, improving arterial flexibility, and reducing oxidative stress, it allows your body to deliver oxygen and nutrients more effectively to every tissue. Think of it as improving the plumbing of your entire body, ensuring that everything from muscles to the brain to reproductive organs receives the vital elements needed to perform optimally. Beyond circulation, this vitamin also plays a crucial role in hormone production. Testosterone is a hormone everyone talks about, and rightly so. It influences energy, muscle mass, libido, and confidence. But testosterone doesn't exist in isolation. Its production depends on a cascade of biochemical reactions, and this vitamin acts as a critical cofactor in that cascade. Without sufficient levels, your body may struggle to produce testosterone efficiently, leaving you feeling sluggish, unmotivated, and even emotionally off balance. Correcting this deficiency restores the natural rhythm, supporting hormone levels and overall well-being. The brain is another beneficiary. Mental clarity, focus, and memory all decline subtly over time, often unnoticed until you're frustrated with forgetfulness or scattered thoughts. This vitamin supports neurotransmitter production, protects neurons from oxidative damage, and improves blood flow to the brain. Men who optimize their levels often report improved concentration, faster problem-solving, and a mental sharpness reminiscent of their 20s. And when the mind functions optimally, motivation and energy naturally increase, creating a positive feedback loop that enhances every aspect of daily life. Now, you might be wondering, Dr. Laura, which vitamin are we talking about? While many people associate it with prenatal health, folic acid, or vitamin B9, is a powerhouse nutrient for men. It's involved in DNA synthesis, cellular repair, red blood cell production, cardiovascular health, and yes, sexual function. Men who maintain optimal folic acid levels experience stronger erections, increased energy, improved mental clarity, and healthier hormone profiles. Yet, despite these benefits, most men are unknowingly deficient. Diet alone is often insufficient. Leafy greens, legumes, and fortified cereals are natural sources, but busy schedules, poor absorption, and age-related digestive changes mean that most men fall short. That's why a high-quality supplement, taken consistently, can bridge the gap safely and effectively. And the best part? You don't need extreme doses, just enough to restore optimal function. Over time, consistent supplementation provides a noticeable difference that transforms daily life. Contrast this with men who ignore the deficiency. They push through fatigue, struggle with focus, experience waning libido, and slowly accept that lower energy and reduced performance are just part of getting older. But this is not inevitable. Science shows that with the right support, men in their 30s, 40s, and beyond can restore function, resilience, and vitality without relying on risky medications, invasive treatments, or extreme interventions. So, if you're ready to break the cycle, to stop accepting low energy, reduced libido, or suboptimal performance as the norm, the first step is understanding your body and identifying the nutrients it truly needs. This vitamin isn't a gimmick, it's a foundational building block for health after 30. By correcting even minor deficiencies, men often experience a cascade of improvements, from blood flow to hormone balance, from energy to focus, from confidence to overall vitality. Now imagine a typical day before optimizing this vitamin. Low motivation in the morning, difficulty concentrating at work, a struggle to recover from workouts, and a frustrating drop in sexual performance. Now imagine the same day after correction, waking up refreshed, powering through work with sharp focus, having energy to hit the gym and recover fully, and confidently engaging in intimacy without hesitation. That's the power of addressing what your body is silently lacking. As we continue, I'll show you exactly how folic acid works in the body, why it's often overlooked, how it affects blood flow, hormone levels, and brain health, and practical ways to ensure you're getting enough daily. You'll see the step-by-step mechanism and understand why thousands of men have reclaimed their vitality simply by giving their body this essential nutrient. Now that you understand why this vitamin is so critical, let's explore how it actually works inside your body and why men over 30 are particularly affected by deficiencies. Think of your body as a complex orchestra. Every nutrient, every enzyme, and every hormone plays a part. When one instrument is out of tune, the music suffers. In men over 30, folic acid is one of those instruments, quiet, often ignored, but essential for harmony. Without it, subtle disruptions in blood flow, hormone production, and cellular repair accumulate over time, leading to fatigue, low libido, and even decreased mental sharpness. Folic acid's most profound effect is on the cardiovascular system. Blood flow is the foundation of male health. It fuels energy, supports brain function, and drives sexual performance. Unfortunately, as men age, blood vessels naturally stiffen, nitric oxide production declines, and oxidative stress builds up. This combination is a recipe for reduced circulation and the subtle decline in vitality that many men notice in their 30s and 40s. Here's where folic acid shines. It helps reduce homocysteine, a damaging molecule that erodes blood vessel integrity. High homocysteine levels stiffen arteries, reduce flexibility, and impair the very circulation that determines physical and sexual performance. By supporting the reduction of homocysteine, folic acid helps arteries remain flexible and healthy, restoring optimal blood flow. Now, let's tie this to sexual health. Erections are a vascular event. Without healthy blood vessels and proper nitric oxide signaling, even strong desire and adequate testosterone can't produce reliable performance. Folic acid plays a direct role in this process by boosting nitric oxide availability. Nitric oxide signals blood vessels to dilate, allowing an increased flow of oxygen-rich blood to the penis. Men who maintain adequate folic acid levels often notice firmer, longer-lasting erections and enhanced sexual confidence. In essence, this vitamin works behind the scenes like a master key, unlocking the potential of the cardiovascular system and sexual function simultaneously. But folic acid doesn't stop at blood flow. It's also a powerhouse for energy metabolism. Every cell in your body relies on efficient energy production to function optimally. Folic acid is critical in forming DNA, RNA, and red blood cells, all vital components for cellular energy. Men deficient in folic acid often experience chronic fatigue, slow recovery from workouts, and difficulty maintaining peak performance. By restoring folic acid levels, energy production becomes more efficient, making workouts feel easier, recovery faster, and daily energy steadier. Mental clarity is another overlooked benefit. Around age 30, subtle declines in focus, memory, and problem-solving can start creeping in. These changes are often blamed on stress or lifestyle, but they can also be connected to nutrient deficiencies, including folic acid. Folic acid supports neurotransmitter synthesis, improves blood flow to the brain, and protects neurons from oxidative stress. Men who optimize their folic acid intake often report sharper focus, quicker thinking, and improved mood. The benefits ripple through every aspect of life, from work performance to relationships to confidence in the bedroom. Consider this contrast. Two men in their mid-30s, both exercising regularly and eating moderately well. One has adequate folic acid, the other is deficient. The first man has steady energy, sharp focus, reliable performance in the gym, and strong sexual function. The second man feels sluggish, struggles with recovery, experiences dips in motivation, and notices subtle declines in sexual performance. Both live the same lifestyle, yet one small nutrient makes a world of difference. This is the power of folic acid, small, often overlooked, but profoundly transformative. Now, let's address testosterone. Many men assume their hormones decline irreversibly after 30, but the reality is more nuanced. Testosterone production is influenced by a network of biochemical reactions, and folic acid plays a supporting role in this network. While it doesn't replace testosterone replacement therapy or other interventions for men with severe deficiencies, maintaining optimal folic acid levels allows your body to produce testosterone naturally and efficiently. Men with adequate folic acid often notice better libido, increased muscle retention, and improved mood, a combination that reinforces overall vitality. Another key benefit of folic acid is its support for fertility. Even men who aren't actively trying to conceive can benefit. Healthy sperm production relies on DNA integrity, proper cell division, and effective circulation, all processes where folic acid plays a critical role. Studies show men with higher folic acid intake have improved sperm quality, count, and motility. This is particularly important after 30, when subtle declines in sperm health can begin without obvious symptoms. Now, let's address absorption, because knowing the benefits isn't enough. You have to ensure your body can actually use the vitamin. Folate from food is absorbed differently than folic acid in supplements. Leafy greens, beans, and lentils are excellent sources, but busy schedules, digestive inefficiency, and certain medications can limit absorption. That's why a high-quality folic acid supplement is often necessary for men over 30, ensuring they reach optimal levels safely and effectively. Combining it with vitamin B12 enhances absorption, creating synergy that supports both cardiovascular and cognitive function. I want to share a story that highlights just how impactful this nutrient can be. A patient of mine, a 34-year-old man named James, came in complaining of low energy, lackluster workouts, and diminished sexual performance. His diet was decent, and he exercised regularly, but something wasn't adding up. Blood work revealed low normal folic acid levels. We introduced a modest supplementation routine along with dietary adjustments, and within weeks, James experienced a noticeable transformation. His energy stabilized, he regained focus at work, workouts became more productive, and he noticed improved sexual performance. This wasn't dramatic pharmacology. It was a subtle, natural correction of a deficiency that had been quietly holding him back. Contrast that with men who continue to ignore folic acid. They struggle with fatigue, diminished sexual confidence, and a slow decline in overall vitality. They may blame aging, stress, or lifestyle, but in many cases, it's simply a silent nutrient deficiency. And the difference is striking. One small change, a single vitamin, can completely alter the trajectory of male health after 30. So, how do you know if you're deficient? Common signs include fatigue, irritability, difficulty concentrating, low libido, or decreased performance in the gym. If you notice any combination of these, it's worth checking with a healthcare provider and considering folic acid supplementation. Even men who feel okay can benefit because the positive effects accumulate gradually and support long-term health. In addition to individual health, there's a broader perspective. Maintaining optimal folic acid levels supports long-term cardiovascular health, protects against cognitive decline, and strengthens overall resilience. This is especially important for men over 30, when subtle changes can accumulate silently and later manifest as chronic conditions. By prioritizing this one nutrient now, you create a foundation for decades of health, vitality, and performance. Finally, let's talk integration into your routine. The beauty of folic acid is its simplicity. You don't need a complicated regimen or expensive interventions. Daily intake through diet and supplementation, combined with healthy habits like exercise, hydration, and stress management, provides compounded benefits. Think of it as upgrading the baseline function of your body, allowing every other effort, gym, diet, work, intimacy, to be exponentially more effective. In short, folic acid is a quiet powerhouse. It enhances blood flow, supports testosterone, improves energy and cognition, bolsters fertility, and protects long-term health. Men who optimize this nutrient notice dramatic improvements in performance, confidence, and vitality, all without complex interventions or risky medications. And that's why addressing this single vitamin is one of the most effective strategies for men after 30. Small, consistent, science-backed changes can create significant results, shifting the trajectory of health and performance for decades to come. Now that we've established the incredible importance of folic acid for men over 30, let's dive deeper into how to maximize its benefits and make it a permanent part of your health strategy. Understanding the vitamin is only the first step. Real transformation comes from integrating it effectively into your daily routine, ensuring your body absorbs and utilizes it optimally. Too often, men take supplements without considering absorption, timing, or synergy with other nutrients, and as a result, they see minimal results. Folic acid is water-soluble, meaning your body doesn't store it in large amounts. This has both advantages and challenges. On the positive side, excess amounts are excreted, so it's generally safe and difficult to overdose. On the downside, consistency matters. Daily intake is essential to maintain adequate levels, support ongoing cellular repair, and ensure steady energy production. Men who skip days or rely solely on food sources may never reach the optimal threshold for peak performance. Absorption is another key factor. Foods like leafy greens, beans, lentils, and fortified cereals contain natural folate, but several variables influence how much your body can actually use. Age, digestive efficiency, and medications, particularly those for acid reflux, diabetes, and cholesterol, can significantly reduce absorption. Additionally, alcohol consumption, stress, and chronic inflammation can all interfere with folate metabolism. This is why supplementation is often necessary for men over 30, particularly if they want to experience the full spectrum of benefits. Pairing folic acid with other vitamins can amplify results. Vitamin B12 works synergistically with folic acid to support red blood cell formation, neurological health, and energy production. Vitamin C enhances absorption and provides antioxidant support, reducing oxidative stress on blood vessels. This combination creates a powerful foundation for overall male health, reinforcing energy levels, hormone balance, and vascular integrity. Men who adopt this triad consistently often report measurable improvements in endurance, mental clarity, and sexual performance within weeks. Now, let's break down the practical application for maximum effect. First, ensure a baseline through diet. Incorporate folate-rich foods daily: spinach, kale, romaine, broccoli, lentils, chickpeas, asparagus, and avocados. While these foods alone might not fully restore optimal levels, they provide additional nutrients that support metabolism, antioxidant defenses, and cardiovascular health. Think of dietary sources as the foundation, while supplementation ensures the structure stands tall and resilient. Next, select a high-quality folic acid supplement. Dosages typically range from 400 to 800 micrograms per day for men over 30, but this can vary depending on individual health conditions and lab results. Avoid generic, low-quality pills, as absorption and bioavailability differ significantly between brands. Look for supplements that provide folic acid alongside B12 and, ideally, vitamin C to maximize synergy. The combination ensures that your body can not only absorb the vitamin but also integrate it effectively into metabolic processes. Timing can also play a role. Folic acid is best taken consistently at the same time each day. Because it's water-soluble, pairing it with a meal can improve absorption and reduce any mild gastrointestinal discomfort. Consistency reinforces steady blood levels, ensuring that energy production, nitric oxide synthesis, and hormone support occur uninterrupted. Think of it like charging a battery. Maintaining a constant charge allows devices to perform at full capacity at all times. Lifestyle integration is just as important. Men over 30 often experience subtle declines in cardiovascular efficiency, hormone production, and recovery. Exercise remains one of the most potent boosters of overall male health, and when combined with adequate folic acid, results are amplified. Resistance training supports testosterone production and muscle integrity, while cardiovascular activity enhances blood flow and nitric oxide signaling. When your body has the nutrients it needs, including folic acid, exercise becomes more productive, recovery faster, and endurance greater. Stress management is another critical factor. Chronic stress elevates cortisol, which can interfere with hormone balance, nutrient absorption, and overall energy. Incorporating mindfulness practices, short meditation sessions, or even structured breathing exercises can help mitigate the negative effects of stress. When combined with consistent folic acid intake, men often notice improved mood, sharper focus, and increased resilience against fatigue. Let's explore real-world outcomes. Take Michael, a 32-year-old professional who came to my clinic complaining of mid-morning fatigue, reduced libido, and difficulty concentrating. His diet was decent, but he had a stressful job, irregular sleep, and minimal supplementation. Blood tests revealed suboptimal folic acid levels. After integrating a high-quality folic acid supplement, a B12 booster, and lifestyle adjustments including morning walks and stress management, Michael noticed profound improvements within a month. Energy levels stabilized, mental clarity improved, Workouts became more effective, and sexual performance returned to levels he hadn't experienced since his late 20s. This isn't an isolated case. It's the predictable outcome of addressing a single critical nutrient alongside lifestyle factors. Contrast this with men who continue without intervention. They push through long workdays, struggle with fatigue, skip workouts, and notice gradual declines in sexual performance. They may chalk it up to age, genetics, or stress, yet the underlying cause is often simple and correctable. Folic acid, when optimized, doesn't just halt decline. It restores performance, energy, and vitality, creating a ripple effect throughout every aspect of life. Now, you might ask, can folic acid benefit men who are already healthy and active? Absolutely. Even men with no obvious deficiencies can experience subtle, yet meaningful improvements. Cognitive sharpness, endurance, recovery, and vascular health all benefit from consistent folic acid intake. Essentially, it acts as an internal optimization tool, enhancing the systems your body already has in place. Think of it as fine-tuning an engine. While it runs without it, performance and longevity improve dramatically when optimized. Folic acid also plays a preventive role in long-term health. By supporting cardiovascular integrity, reducing oxidative stress, and aiding in DNA repair, it contributes to longevity and disease prevention. Men over 30 who take a proactive approach to their nutrient intake are less likely to experience midlife fatigue, cardiovascular complications, or subtle cognitive decline. This preventative perspective shifts the focus from reactive health management to proactive optimization, giving men control over the trajectory of their vitality. Sexual health remains one of the most noticeable indicators of nutrient optimization. Erections depend on a combination of vascular integrity, hormonal balance, and neurological function, all areas where folic acid exerts influence. Men who correct deficiencies often notice stronger, more reliable erections, enhanced libido, and increased confidence in intimate relationships. Beyond physical performance, the psychological impact is profound. When your body functions optimally, confidence, mood, and self-perception improve simultaneously. It's also important to understand the long-term compounding benefits. Optimizing folic acid in your early 30s sets the stage for sustained energy, cardiovascular health, and hormonal balance into your 40s, 50s, and beyond. Men who implement consistent supplementation and lifestyle practices early experience less midlife. By now, you understand that folic acid is far more than just a vitamin. It's a foundational building block for male health after 30. But let's take a closer look at the deeper mechanisms behind its impact, because knowing how it works can help you fully appreciate why neglecting it comes at such a high cost. One of the most critical functions of folic acid is its role in nitric oxide production, a molecule often called the master regulator of vascular health. Nitric oxide signals blood vessels to relax and expand, allowing blood to flow freely to every tissue in your body, including muscles, brain, and reproductive organs. Without adequate nitric oxide, even healthy arteries can underperform. Men often blame low energy, poor workouts, or sexual performance issues on testosterone alone, but nitric oxide is the unsung hero driving the physical responses we notice. Folic acid supports the enzymatic pathways that produce nitric oxide, essentially acting as a natural amplifier of your body's internal signaling. Equally important is folic acid's ability to manage homocysteine, a compound that silently damages arteries over time. High homocysteine levels increase oxidative stress, stiffen blood vessels, and contribute to cardiovascular disease, all factors that reduce energy, endurance, and sexual performance. By lowering homocysteine, folic acid preserves the integrity of your vascular system, allowing blood to flow more efficiently and your body to function closer to its full potential. The contrast is striking. Men with optimal folic acid levels often experience dramatically better circulation, while those deficient may notice subtle but progressive declines in performance. Beyond vascular health, folic acid is central to cellular repair and DNA synthesis. Every tissue in your body relies on constant cellular turnover to maintain vitality. In men over 30, the speed and efficiency of cellular repair start to decline, leaving muscles, organs, and even brain cells more susceptible to damage. Folic acid provides the raw material necessary for DNA repair and replication, supporting recovery, stamina, and long-term health. Men who prioritize folic acid effectively upgrade their cellular machinery, allowing their bodies to maintain resilience and performance well beyond their 20s. Let's discuss energy metabolism, because this is where men feel the difference most immediately. Folic acid contributes to the production of red blood cells, which carry oxygen and nutrients throughout the body. Efficient oxygen delivery is the foundation of endurance, strength, and cognitive sharpness. Without adequate folic acid, energy feels scattered. Workouts are less effective, and daily focus suffers. Once levels are restored, men often notice more stable energy, faster recovery, and the ability to maintain higher intensity during physical and mental tasks. It's not a temporary boost, it's a fundamental improvement in how your body produces and uses energy. Consider the psychological and emotional impact. Fatigue, poor focus, and declining sexual performance can erode confidence and motivation. Men may feel trapped in a cycle. They push through the day, fall short of performance goals, and begin to accept suboptimal function as normal aging. Correcting folic acid deficiency breaks this cycle. Improved energy, better focus, and enhanced sexual performance restore confidence, creating a positive feedback loop that motivates further healthy behaviors. This is why I often say folic acid is not just a vitamin, it's a confidence catalyst. Sexual health is one of the most visible markers of folic acid optimization. Erections are fundamentally vascular events. The combination of nitric oxide signaling, vascular flexibility, and arterial health determines whether performance is reliable. Men with optimal folic acid experience stronger, longer-lasting erections, improved libido, and a renewed sense of sexual vitality. The difference can be dramatic. I've seen patients in their mid-30s and early 40s report that their intimate lives feel like they did in their 20s, all from correcting a deficiency that many men don't even know exists. Another crucial area is hormonal balance, particularly testosterone. While folic acid doesn't directly replace testosterone, it acts as a cofactor in biochemical pathways that support natural production. When combined with proper exercise, sleep, and nutrition, maintaining optimal folic acid allows the body to sustain healthy testosterone levels more efficiently. This, in turn, supports muscle mass, energy, mood, and sexual performance. Men often notice that workouts feel easier, strength improves, and recovery is faster, subtle changes that accumulate into noticeable transformations over weeks and months. Let's explore the contrast with men who remain deficient. These men may have adequate testosterone on paper, but their nitric oxide signaling is suboptimal, their arteries less flexible, and their energy production inefficient. As a result, they experience reduced stamina, slower recovery, and decreased sexual confidence. Even with good lifestyle habits, their performance is limited because one critical nutrient is missing. Folic acid fills this gap, allowing all other efforts, exercise, diet, supplementation, stress management, to be more effective. Real-life examples help illustrate this. Take David, a 37-year-old entrepreneur with a demanding schedule, high stress, and midday fatigue. Despite exercising and eating relatively well, he struggled with energy, focus, and sexual performance. Blood tests revealed low normal folic acid levels. After incorporating a daily folic acid supplement alongside B12 and vitamin C, combined with minor lifestyle adjustments, David experienced dramatic improvements. His energy became consistent, mental clarity sharpened, workouts intensified, and sexual performance improved noticeably. This is exactly what science predicts when a deficiency is corrected. Now, let's address dietary strategies in depth. While supplements are often necessary, diet remains foundational. Foods rich in folate include leafy greens like spinach, kale, romaine, collard greens, broccoli, and asparagus. Legumes such as lentils, chickpeas, and black beans provide concentrated doses. Avocados, citrus fruits, and certain fortified grains also contribute. Incorporating a variety of these foods ensures additional micronutrients, fiber, and antioxidants that complement folic acid's benefits. The goal is synergy. Diet provides supportive compounds while supplements ensure consistent intake. Consistency is key. Daily supplementation and regular consumption of folate-rich foods maintain steady blood levels, supporting ongoing nitric oxide production, red blood cell formation, and hormone balance. Irregular intake leads to fluctuations, reducing effectiveness and delaying results. Men who commit to consistency often notice improvements within weeks, with continued benefits over months. The results are cumulative and long-lasting. Exercise complements folic acid supplementation. Resistance training promotes testosterone production, supports muscle integrity, and enhances overall metabolism. Cardiovascular activity stimulates blood flow, reinforcing nitric oxide pathways supported by folic acid. Combined, these habits amplify each other. Folic acid optimizes the internal environment, while exercise maximizes functional output. Men experience stronger erections, increased endurance, and enhanced recovery. Now that you understand how folic acid works at a molecular level and how it supports nitric oxide, hormone balance, and energy, it's time to explore advanced strategies to maximize its benefits for men over 30. Folic acid alone is powerful, but when combined with lifestyle adjustments, sleep optimization, and stress management, its impact multiplies, enhancing energy, mental clarity, sexual performance, and long-term health. Let's start with recovery and exercise. Men in their 30s often notice subtle declines in recovery, whether from weightlifting, cardio, or daily activity. Folic acid supports the formation of red blood cells, which deliver oxygen and nutrients to muscles and organs. Efficient oxygen delivery accelerates recovery, reduces fatigue, and allows higher intensity during workouts. Pairing folic acid supplementation with resistance training promotes muscle retention and testosterone support, while cardiovascular training enhances nitric oxide pathways, ensuring blood reaches muscles and reproductive organs effectively. This combination optimizes performance and long-term physical vitality. Next, let's talk about stress management, a key factor often overlooked in male health. Chronic stress elevates cortisol, which can disrupt hormone balance, reduce nitric oxide production, and impair nutrient absorption, including folic acid. Techniques like mindfulness meditation, deep breathing exercises, and even short daily walks can lower cortisol levels and enhance overall vascular and hormonal function. Men who integrate stress reduction alongside folic acid supplementation often report not only better physical performance, but also improved mood, focus, and resilience throughout their day. Sleep optimization is equally critical. Poor sleep interferes with testosterone production, recovery, and nitric oxide signaling. Folic acid supports energy metabolism and red blood cell production, but without quality sleep, these benefits are diminished. Prioritize 7 to 9 hours of sleep, maintain a consistent sleep schedule, and create a dark, quiet environment. Combining quality sleep with folic acid supplementation ensures that your body fully leverages its restored nutrient status for energy, sexual performance, and mental clarity. Let's address mental performance and cognitive health. Men over 30 often notice subtle cognitive decline, difficulty focusing, remembering details, or processing information. Folic acid supports neurotransmitter synthesis and protects neurons from oxidative stress, enhancing memory, focus, and mental sharpness. When paired with lifestyle practices like regular exercise, proper hydration, and balanced nutrition, the effects compound, improving work performance, decision-making, and even confidence in social and intimate situations. Another critical aspect is cardiovascular health. Folic acid lowers homocysteine, reduces inflammation, and supports arterial flexibility. Men over 30 who maintain optimal folic acid levels reduce their risk of vascular issues while enhancing blood flow to all vital tissues. Contrast this with men who ignore folic acid. Arteries stiffen, energy declines, and subtle sexual performance issues appear. Correcting this deficiency restores vitality and long-term heart health, creating benefits that extend far beyond immediate performance improvements. Now, let's consider dietary strategies to complement supplementation. While supplements are effective, foods rich in folate provide additional compounds, antioxidants, fiber, and phytonutrients that support overall metabolism. Leafy greens, asparagus, broccoli, lentils, chickpeas, avocados, and fortified grains create a nutrient-dense foundation that enhances absorption and synergizes with folic acid supplementation. Pairing these foods with a daily folic acid supplement ensures that levels remain consistent, maximizing vascular, hormonal, and cognitive benefits. Hydration is another often overlooked factor. Adequate water intake supports circulation, nutrient delivery, and metabolic efficiency. Folic acid works in concert with water to ensure red blood cells and oxygen reach every tissue efficiently. Men who neglect hydration may see slower results from supplementation, whereas consistent hydration amplifies the impact on energy, recovery, and sexual performance. Let's discuss real-world results to illustrate these principles. Jason, a 35-year-old entrepreneur, came to my clinic exhausted, struggling with energy, focus, and sexual performance. His diet was moderate, but he had high stress, poor sleep, and inconsistent exercise. After introducing daily folic acid supplementation alongside B12 and vitamin C, improving sleep habits, managing stress with short meditation sessions, and integrating moderate exercise, Jason experienced dramatic improvements within a month. Energy stabilized, mental clarity sharpened, workouts intensified, and sexual performance returned to youthful levels. This combination of nutrients and lifestyle adjustments created compounded results far beyond supplementation alone. Contrast Jason's experience with men who continue without intervention. Many push through long workdays, struggle with fatigue, and notice gradual declines in sexual performance. They may blame aging, genetics, or stress, but often the root cause is simple: nutrient deficiency compounded by lifestyle habits. Correcting folic acid levels while integrating recovery, stress management, sleep, diet, and hydration creates a synergy that restores vitality and performance, proving that small, consistent interventions can have outsized effects. Another key strategy is periodic monitoring. Blood tests every 6 to 12 months help track folic acid, homocysteine, and B12 levels, ensuring you remain in the optimal range. Men who track their status can fine-tune supplementation, avoid deficiencies, and maintain consistent energy, hormonal balance, and vascular function. This proactive approach prevents subtle declines that often go unnoticed until they become more serious. Lifestyle integration doesn't require extreme measures. Simple, consistent actions, daily folic acid supplementation, a diet rich in folate, moderate exercise, stress management, hydration, and quality sleep create compounded benefits. Men who adopt these habits often experience stronger erections, increased stamina, sharper focus, improved recovery, and enhanced mood. The results are both physical and psychological, creating renewed confidence in work, social life, and intimate relationships. Finally, it's important to view this as a long-term investment. Optimizing folic acid and lifestyle factors in your early 30s sets the foundation for sustained health and performance for decades. Men who adopt these strategies now experience fewer declines in energy, sexual performance, and cognitive function later in life. Small, consistent changes today yield major dividends tomorrow, creating a trajectory of ongoing vitality, confidence, and well-being. In summary, folic acid is a cornerstone nutrient that supports vascular health, nitric oxide production, testosterone function, energy metabolism, cognitive clarity, and long-term resilience. When combined with advanced recovery strategies, stress management, sleep optimization, diet, and hydration, its benefits compound, transforming male health after 30. Men who commit to this approach often report dramatic improvements in energy, focus, sexual performance, and overall vitality, changes that feel natural, sustainable, and profoundly empowering. Now that we've established the foundational benefits of folic acid and lifestyle strategies, let's explore how to integrate specific exercises, supplementation timing, and synergistic nutrients to maximize male health after 30. Understanding theory is one thing, but implementing it effectively is what separates average results from transformative outcomes. Exercise plays a pivotal role in amplifying folic acid's effects. Resistance training, for example, increases testosterone production, promotes muscle mass retention, and enhances vascular efficiency. Compound movements such as squats, deadlifts, and bench presses engage large muscle groups, stimulate growth hormone release, and improve overall circulation. When paired with optimal folic acid intake, these exercises support nitric oxide production, ensuring oxygen-rich blood flows efficiently to muscles and reproductive organs. This combination not only enhances performance in the gym, but also contributes to stronger, more reliable sexual function. Cardiovascular exercise complements resistance training. Activities like brisk walking, cycling, swimming, or interval training enhance arterial flexibility, stimulate nitric oxide pathways, and support long-term cardiovascular health. Men who include 20 to 30 minutes of moderate intensity cardio 3 to 5 times per week, alongside consistent folic acid supplementation, often notice significant improvements in stamina, energy levels, and recovery time. Cardiovascular training reinforces the vascular benefits of folic acid, making blood flow more efficient and boosting overall vitality. Timing of supplementation is another factor that can influence results. Folic acid, being water-soluble, is best taken consistently at the same time each day. Pairing it with meals improves absorption and reduces any minor digestive discomfort. For men combining exercise routines with supplementation, taking folic acid in the morning or midday ensures nutrient availability during periods of activity, supporting energy production, muscle function, and vascular health when the body needs it most. Consistency is more important than quantity. Daily intake ensures steady blood levels, maximizing benefits across energy, sexual function, and cognitive performance. Synergistic nutrients further amplify folic acid's effects. Vitamin B12 works hand-in-hand with folic acid to support red blood cell formation, neurological health, and methylation processes critical for detoxification and energy metabolism. Vitamin C enhances folic acid absorption, acts as a potent antioxidant, and supports nitric oxide production. Magnesium contributes to muscle relaxation, nerve signaling, and energy pathways, while zinc supports testosterone production and immune function. Men who optimize these nutrients alongside folic acid experience compounded benefits, creating a comprehensive support system for male health. Let's discuss real-life application. Mark, a 33-year-old marketing executive, struggled with midday fatigue, reduced gym performance, and declining sexual confidence. His diet was moderate and he exercised sporadically, but he wasn't consistent with supplementation or lifestyle habits. After introducing daily folic acid with B12 and vitamin C, along with structure resistance training and moderate cardio, Mark experienced profound improvements within weeks. His workouts became more productive, recovery accelerated, mental clarity sharpened, and sexual performance improved noticeably. This example highlights how nutrient optimization combined with structured exercise and lifestyle adjustments creates transformative results. Contrast this with men who neglect these strategies. Many continue exercising inconsistently, eat moderately, and ignore nutrient deficiencies. Their results plateau or decline despite effort, creating frustration and a sense that aging is unavoidable. By addressing folic acid and synergistic nutrients, men break through these plateaus, experiencing enhanced performance, energy, and confidence naturally, without risky medications or drastic interventions. Another critical component is vascular health. Folic acid reduces homocysteine levels, lowers oxidative stress, and enhances nitric oxide signaling, all crucial for arterial flexibility and blood flow. Men over 30 who maintain vascular integrity experience better workouts, improved sexual performance, and reduced long-term risk of cardiovascular issues. Contrast this with men with elevated homocysteine. Subtle declines in energy, endurance, and sexual function appear gradually, often attributed to normal aging. Correcting deficiencies restores arterial health, improving both immediate performance and long-term resilience. Stress management remains a cornerstone for maximizing folic acid benefits. Chronic stress elevates cortisol, disrupting hormone balance, reducing nitric oxide production, and impairing nutrient absorption. Incorporating mindfulness, meditation, deep breathing exercises, or even short daily walks can reduce cortisol, enhancing energy, vascular function, and hormonal balance. Men who combine stress management with consistent folic acid intake often notice sharper focus, improved mood, and better recovery from both physical and mental stressors. Sleep optimization is equally vital. Sleep regulates hormone production, energy metabolism, and vascular repair, all areas supported by folic acid. Men over 30 should aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep, maintain a consistent schedule, and create an optimal environment. Dark, quiet, and cool. Sleep synergizes with folic acid to enhance recovery, improve mental clarity, support testosterone production, and optimize nitric oxide signaling. Men who integrate proper sleep often report increased energy, better workouts, and more reliable sexual performance. Dietary strategies complement supplementation and lifestyle adjustments. Foods high in folate, leafy greens, asparagus, broccoli, lentils, chickpeas, avocados, and fortified grains provide additional antioxidants, fiber, and micronutrients. Pairing these foods with folic acid supplementation ensures consistent intake and synergistic benefits. Hydration is equally important. Water supports circulation, nutrient transport, and energy metabolism. Men who neglect hydration may experience slower results, while consistent hydration amplifies supplementation and lifestyle efforts. Finally, let's address long-term integration. Men over 30 who consistently combine folic acid supplementation, synergistic nutrients, structured exercise, cardiovascular activity, stress management, quality sleep, a nutrient-dense diet, and proper hydration experience compounded benefits. These benefits are both immediate and cumulative. Stronger erections, increased stamina, sharper focus, improved recovery, enhanced mood, and long-term protection against cardiovascular decline. Small, consistent changes create a ripple effect that transforms energy, performance, and overall vitality. Now that you've mastered the foundational strategies, it's time to dive into advanced supplementation protocols and optimization techniques that can take male health after 30 to the next level. Understanding the right combinations, timing, and supportive practices can unlock benefits that feel almost effortless, but only if applied consistently. Let's start with advanced folic acid protocols. While the standard daily dosage of 400 to 800 micrograms is sufficient for general health, men who are highly active, under chronic stress, or have suboptimal diets may benefit from slightly higher dosages within safe limits. These levels should always be monitored via periodic blood tests to ensure they remain within optimal ranges. A small, consistent adjustment can significantly enhance energy production, nitric oxide signaling, and overall vascular function. Pairing folic acid with synergistic B vitamins creates a powerful cascade of benefits. Vitamin B12 supports red blood cell production and neurological function, while B6 contributes to neurotransmitter synthesis and homocysteine regulation. When taken together, these vitamins ensure that folic acid is fully utilized, enhancing cellular repair, vascular flexibility, and energy metabolism. Men who neglect these cofactors often see less pronounced results, despite taking folic acid alone. Synergy is the key. The right combination magnifies every benefit, from performance to cognitive clarity. Optimizing nitric oxide naturally is another game changer. Nitric oxide drives vascular dilation, allowing blood to reach muscles, the brain, and reproductive organs efficiently. Folic acid enhances nitric oxide production, but additional lifestyle strategies amplify its effects. Regular aerobic exercise, interval training, and high-intensity cardiovascular work stimulate nitric oxide pathways. Dietary nitrates from beets, spinach, and arugula provide additional substrate for nitric oxide synthesis. Adequate sleep, hydration, and stress management further support the system. Men who combine folic acid with nitric oxide optimization experience stronger endurance, faster recovery, and improved sexual performance. Mental performance and cognitive optimization are equally critical. Folic acid supports neurotransmitter synthesis, protecting against oxidative stress and age-related cognitive decline. When combined with consistent exercise, proper sleep, and a diet rich in antioxidants and healthy fats, men report sharper focus, improved memory, and faster problem-solving skills. This isn't just about feeling alert. It's about sustaining mental performance in high-pressure environments, enhancing work productivity, and improving decision-making in everyday life. Stress resilience remains a cornerstone of long-term success. Chronic stress interferes with hormonal balance, nitric oxide production, and energy metabolism. Men over 30 who implement structured stress management routines, meditation, deep breathing exercises, or even mindful walking experience amplified benefits from folic acid supplementation. Lower cortisol levels translate into improved vascular flexibility, better testosterone support, and enhanced recovery. Stress reduction is no longer optional. It's an essential part of maximizing nutrient efficacy and maintaining vitality. Sleep hacks further boost male health. Quality sleep allows the body to repair, restore hormonal balance, and optimize nitric oxide production. Aim for a consistent 7 to 9 hours each night, ideally in a dark, quiet, and cool environment. Supplements like magnesium can support relaxation and sleep quality, enhancing folic acid's effects on energy, focus, and sexual performance. Men who combine nutrient optimization with sleep hygiene report faster recovery, heightened energy, and sustained stamina throughout the day. Dietary strategy remains central. Folate-rich foods, leafy greens, asparagus, broccoli, lentils, chickpeas, and avocados provide additional antioxidants, fiber, and micronutrients. These nutrients not only complement folic acid but also improve metabolic efficiency, support vascular health, and enhance recovery. Pairing these foods with consistent supplementation ensures steady intake and maximum benefit. Contrast this with men who neglect diet. They often rely solely on supplements, missing the synergistic effects of whole foods, which diminishes overall results. Hydration is another overlooked factor in male optimization. Adequate water intake ensures efficient circulation, nutrient delivery, and cellular function. Folic acid relies on this fluid system to support red blood cell formation, vascular health, and energy metabolism. Men who maintain proper hydration amplify every benefit, from enhanced workouts to better sexual performance. Neglecting hydration slows recovery, reduces endurance, and limits vascular efficiency, even with optimal supplementation. Let's examine real-life transformation. Alex, a 34-year-old software engineer, experienced midday fatigue, reduced workout efficiency, and subtle declines in sexual performance. Despite a decent diet, inconsistent exercise, and high stress limited his results. After integrating daily folic acid with B12 and B6, structured resistance and cardiovascular training, stress management techniques, optimized sleep, and folate-rich meals, Alex saw profound improvements. Energy stabilized, cognitive clarity improved, workouts became more productive, and sexual performance returned to youthful levels. This example demonstrates the compounded benefits of a holistic, nutrient-focused approach. Contrast Alex's experience with men who remain uninformed. They may exercise inconsistently, neglect sleep, and ignore nutrient deficiencies. The result: plateaued performance, persistent fatigue, and declining sexual health. Folic acid, when integrated strategically with lifestyle and synergistic nutrients, acts as a catalyst, transforming energy, vascular health, hormonal balance, and overall well-being. Men who commit to this approach break through stagnation and reclaim vitality naturally. Another critical point is long-term sustainability. Men over 30 who consistently follow these strategies experience cumulative benefits: stronger erections, improved stamina, enhanced mental performance, accelerated recovery, and better cardiovascular resilience. Small, consistent habits, supplementation, diet, exercise, stress management, sleep, and hydration compound over time, producing results that are not only immediate but enduring. The contrast is stark. Those who invest in these foundations enjoy long-term vitality, while those who neglect them face gradual declines in energy, performance, and confidence. Finally, consider the psychological impact. Enhanced energy, improved mental clarity, and stronger sexual performance feed back into confidence, motivation, and emotional resilience. Men report feeling more present, focused, and capable in both professional and personal life. Folic acid may seem like a small adjustment, but when combined with advanced strategies, it becomes a cornerstone for holistic male health after 30. Now that you've mastered advanced supplementation, exercise, and lifestyle strategies, it's time to explore how to optimize cardiovascular support, hormone balance, stress resilience, and sleep synergy, all critical components of male health after 30. Integrating these areas ensures not just short-term gains, but lasting vitality, energy, and performance. Cardiovascular health is the foundation of energy, endurance, and sexual function. Folic acid enhances arterial flexibility, reduces homocysteine, and supports nitric oxide production, but it works best in combination with targeted cardiovascular training. Men who engage in regular moderate-intensity exercise, such as brisk walking, cycling, swimming, or interval training, stimulate blood flow, strengthen the heart, and reinforce nitric oxide pathways. This combination ensures oxygen-rich blood reaches muscles, the brain, and reproductive organs efficiently, supporting energy, cognitive function, and sexual performance. Contrast this with men who neglect cardiovascular exercise. Even with optimal folic acid levels, insufficient blood flow limits nutrient delivery, slows recovery, and diminishes sexual function. The synergy of folic acid and cardiovascular training creates a performance multiplier, enhancing circulation, endurance, and overall vitality far beyond supplementation alone. Hormone optimization is another critical layer. Testosterone naturally declines after 30, and while folic acid doesn't directly replace testosterone, it supports the biochemical pathways that regulate its production and utilization. Men who combine folic acid supplementation with resistance training, adequate sleep, stress management, and proper nutrition create an environment that promotes optimal testosterone levels. The result: increased muscle mass, higher energy, improved mood, and enhanced libido. Contrast this with men who rely solely on testosterone boosters without addressing nutrient deficiencies. They may see temporary gains, but long-term vascular, cognitive, and energy improvements remain limited. Stress management remains a cornerstone of sustained male health. Chronic stress elevates cortisol, which interferes with nitric oxide signaling, reduces testosterone production, and impairs nutrient absorption, including folic acid. Men who integrate mindfulness practices, meditation, deep breathing, or even short daily walks experience lower cortisol levels, improved vascular function, and enhanced hormone balance. The contrast is dramatic. Men who manage stress effectively see compounded benefits from folic acid and other nutrients, while those who ignore stress face gradual declines in energy, mental clarity, and sexual performance. Sleep synergy cannot be overstated. Quality sleep regulates hormones, supports cardiovascular repair, and enhances cognitive function. Folic acid amplifies these benefits by improving red blood cell formation, energy metabolism, and vascular health. Men who prioritize 7 to 9 hours of consistent, high-quality sleep experience faster recovery, sharper mental performance, and stronger sexual function. Neglecting sleep diminishes these effects, even with optimal supplementation and exercise routines. Let's examine real-life application. Daniel, a 36-year-old software developer, struggled with fatigue, declining sexual performance, and difficulty maintaining focus. Despite exercising moderately, his diet was inconsistent and sleep was irregular. After integrating daily folic acid with B12 and B6, structure resistance and cardiovascular training, sleep optimization, stress management techniques, and folate-rich meals, Daniel noticed significant improvements. Energy stabilized, mental clarity sharpened, sexual performance returned, and overall confidence soared. This demonstrates how a holistic approach to folic acid, exercise, and lifestyle synergy creates transformative results. Contrast Daniel's experience with men who remain uninformed. They may exercise sporadically, neglect sleep, and ignore stress management. The result: plateaued performance, gradual declines in sexual health, and reduced energy. Folic acid, when strategically integrated with lifestyle optimization, acts as a catalyst for holistic male health, enhancing vascular, hormonal, cognitive, and sexual function simultaneously. Dietary strategies continue to reinforce these gains. Leafy greens, asparagus, broccoli, lentils, chickpeas, and avocados provide folate, antioxidants, and phytonutrients that support vascular health, reduce oxidative stress, and enhance nitric oxide production. Pairing these foods with supplementation ensures steady intake, reinforcing exercise, sleep, and stress management strategies. Hydration is equally important. Adequate water intake supports circulation, nutrient transport, and metabolic efficiency. Men who neglect hydration may experience slower recovery, lower energy, and diminished sexual performance, even with optimal folic acid intake. Mental performance optimization is another overlooked benefit. Folic acid supports neurotransmitter synthesis, protecting neurons from oxidative stress and age-related decline. Men over 30 who integrate folic acid supplementation with exercise, sleep, stress management, and a nutrient-rich diet report sharper focus, improved memory, and faster problem-solving. These benefits extend to professional performance, social interactions, and intimate relationships, reinforcing confidence and overall well-being. Another layer of optimization involves targeted supplementation synergy. Combining folic acid with B12, B6, vitamin C, magnesium, and zinc creates a powerful network of support. B12 enhances red blood cell production and neurological function. B6 supports neurotransmitter synthesis. Vitamin C boosts folic acid absorption and acts as an antioxidant. Magnesium relaxes muscles and supports nerve signaling, and zinc enhances testosterone production and immune function. Together, these nutrients amplify the benefits of folic acid, ensuring comprehensive support for male health, energy, and performance. Long-term sustainability is the ultimate goal. Men over 30 who consistently apply these strategies, daily folic acid supplementation, synergistic nutrients, structured resistance and cardiovascular training, stress management, sleep optimization, a nutrient-dense diet, and proper hydration experience compounding benefits. Strength, endurance, cognitive function, sexual performance, and energy all improve progressively, creating a foundation for vitality that extends into the 40s, 50s, and beyond. Finally, consider the psychological transformation. Men who optimize these areas experience not only physical benefits, but also profound improvements in confidence, motivation, and emotional resilience. Energy, mental clarity, and sexual performance reinforce self-esteem, creating a positive feedback loop that enhances social, professional, and intimate relationships. Folic acid may seem like a single adjustment, but when integrated with advanced lifestyle strategies, it becomes a cornerstone for holistic male health after 30.